What's going on, everybody? Good morning. It is game day. I'm excited. You're excited. Super Bowl Sunday is here, and we are 6.5 hours away from kickoff. And I mean, it's an electric time. And to those of you out there who are watching this, who are Seahawks fans, who are maybe young, make sure you appreciate every moment of this, because if you're particularly young and you're watching your team in a Super Bowl right now, you might think that this stuff comes around all the time. Trust me, it doesn't. I've seen it more than the average person with the Seahawks team, because I've seen it now 4 times. But there are fans out there of teams that go decades and decades and decades without doing it once. So definitely appreciate it while it's here. And I'm ready to get to the game day. I'm ready to get to the big game and see what the team has for us. But I want to make this quick little video to talk about what I'm going to be doing tonight after the game, just so everyone's on the same page. All right, everybody, before we go any further into this video, I want to take a minute to tell you guys about the Sleeper app. We are just about to the Super Bowl. Now would be a great time to get on Sleeper. It's a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. Celebrate and chat about sports in real time with other users. You can get scores, you can get news, you get alerts with blazing fast speed, all kinds of sports stuff. You can play in fantasy leagues and win real money on picks contests. Enjoy sports together with a community. Download the Sleeper app today. And when you do, use promo code SBN for up to $100 match on your first deposit. And also utilize the free $20 entry with no deposit required. All you have to do is make an account for that one. Terms and conditions do apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states and growing. So check out Sleeper and have some fun with sports this year. All right, so obviously the game starts at 3:30, and because it's a Super Bowl, the game takes a little bit longer. So it'll probably be done at the earliest by 7, possibly going all the way to like 7:30. It wouldn't be surprising if it went to like 7:30. So tonight, the kind of wrinkle, the curveball, is that I'm not going to be streaming on Bleacher Report first, like I have after every Seahawks game this year or this season. So things are going to be a little bit different. Bleacher Report has asked me to do something a little bit different for this game, so we're going to be doing that. But the first thing I'm going to do after the Super Bowl ends is record my post-game video for YouTube. I don't know how long it'll be. Obviously, I don't know what kind of post-game video it'll be, but the first thing I do after the game is over is just record the post-game. And that means that the post-game video should get up like half an hour after the game ends, because usually it's about 15 minutes for me to record it, and then another 15 for it to upload and process, and then I get to publish it. So that's going to be the first thing. And that's going to be more than I've typically done this season, because for the most part this year, it takes like an hour after games for me to record and post a post-game video, because I do the Bleacher Report stream first. So no Bleacher Report stream tonight, but there will be a YouTube video within like 30 to 35, maybe at most 40 minutes after the game. And then not too long after that, I'm going to be posting another video on Bleacher Report, and it's going to be in vertical format, so portrait, and it's going to be edited with some pictures and stuff and some sound effects. Basically a shorter version of the post game for the Super Bowl. That should be going live over on Bleacher Report not too long after the video on YouTube goes live. So if you watch my pre-recorded videos, my edited videos on Bleacher Report, go check that out. That should go live within the hour after the Super Bowl is over, basically. So I'm going to be putting that together as quickly as I can after the game is over, and that should go up less than an hour after the game ends. So keep an eye out for that. After those two things are up, I am probably going to be going live on YouTube and X, and I guess Facebook. I've had some issues with streaming on Facebook lately, but I am going to go live on those 3 sites through Restream. Probably not immediately after those videos go up, but not too long after, because I know that people are going to want to be in a Seahawks stream after a Super Bowl, no matter what happens. So keep an eye out for the stream. I don't know exactly when I'm going to post it. I don't know exactly when I'm going to go live. I definitely want to give the video a chance to breathe first. I don't want to post a video and then immediately go live. I think that's probably a bad idea. And I know a lot of other Seahawks channels are going to be streaming. And I definitely want to, because I'm doing pre-recorded videos anyway, give those streams a chance to like go for a little bit and then I go. That's kind of always been my approach here. If I can't be first, I would rather kind of be in the second wave, if that makes sense. That being said, since it is a Super Bowl and it is the last game of the season, the stream will probably be a lot longer than the typical stream. By the time I turn the stream on, it may end up being like 9:30 or something. I imagine we're going to go for a few hours because it's the last game. Whatever happens later today, I imagine there will be desire for me to stream for several hours. So that is the plan. I don't know how late it's going to be exactly, but it's probably going to be pretty early into the next morning, honestly. It's probably going to go on for quite some time. We're going to just talk about whatever there is to talk about. And until things wind down, I'm probably just going to keep it rolling. So that's going to be what I'm doing on this channel later tonight. So again, there will be no Bleacher Report stream. There will be a Bleacher Report edited video, but things are getting switched up a little bit today. So after that, you get to tomorrow. I may make a couple of videos just kind of either celebrating or lamenting the result. But like I've said before, I'm going to have to swing into off-season mode very quick and understand that usually by now, in a typical Seahawks season, I've already started on off-season stuff. So we are going to have to cram some stuff in. It's a great problem to have, but understand that I don't have weeks and weeks and weeks to just redigest and reprocess the Super Bowl. So if you take a look at this, which is basically like a calendar of the NFL offseason, you have the Super Bowl, which is today, February 8th, right? And then in, what is this, 9 days. So 9 days from today, we get the franchise/transition tag period starting. And then the week after that, we have the NFL scouting combine, which is always big, which I'm definitely going to be plugged into. And then basically a week right after the combine ends, we get the end of the franchise tag period, which this year the Seahawks may get involved in the franchise tag stuff. They've got some players they could at least consider tagging. And then the week after that, free agency starts. So free agency is going to be a month after the Super Bowl. So I'm going to have to make all my free agency videos, and you guys know how I do things on this channel. I make a lot of free agency videos. I'm going to have to do all that stuff in a month. So I got to get on it, and it's going to be a lot of videos a day. It's going to be a lot of content. It's going to be a lot of discussion. I'm going to talk about outgoing free agents. I'm going to talk about potential incoming free agents. I'm going to talk about everything. But unlike most years, I'm going to have to kind of cram it into a smaller period of time. I may have to find a slightly better way to do it so I don't post a ridiculous amount a day, but be prepared for a lot of stuff. And again, me personally, I'm probably not going to move on from the Super Bowl all that quickly. If we win or if we lose or whatever, I'm going to be sitting with that Super Bowl result for a long time, and it's going to mean a lot to me. But on this channel, like I said, tomorrow, maybe I'll take some time to make videos just thinking about the game that was, whatever it may be later today. But once we get past tomorrow, I imagine it's just going to be off-season stuff. All right, see you guys later. Go Hawks. Just wanted to lay down expectations. See you guys soon. Might be one more video before the game, but we're almost there, people.